What's up, guys? This is your favorite host, Queen G of Queen G Live Experience. Welcome to another segment. When I tell you today has been a day, that's all I can say. Full of challenges, but as you know, we got to push through. You know what I mean? You got to fight, you got to push through, you got to keep it pushing, all that good stuff. It's whoa. That's all I can say. I can't even tell you. All I can say is whoa. I don't know if y'all ever had one of them moments where you just like whoa, and that's it. That's all I can say. But anyway, guys, welcome to another edition of the Queen G Live Experience. I am here. I'm your host. I'm excited about this guest in particular. Let me tell you something. I ain't never seen nothing like this, but this young man is a visionary. He powerful. Um, it's a lot of things that God has given him to do vision wise that I've never seen before in this magnitude. Um, and you know what I'm saying? When you see that rarity, all you could do is jump on board and get with the vision and add your twist to it because it's kind of like you in that motion too. And that's how it's been for me lately, where it's kind of like the vision of what is God has given me. I just gotta move right now. I gotta move. I did a live this morning, and I want to talk about this before I bring them on, about how that old symbolism, Nike, just do it. That's the mode we're all in. If you're in this, hearing from God and taking and carrying that vision out, it's not. It's a Nike time. Just do it. Just do it. And sometimes you can't even talk about it because it's just so much. I actually had the honor and pleasure of meeting with this young gentleman last night and his team. What an amazing, powerful meeting. We had so much fun taking care of business. I don't know if you know what I mean. We had so much fun taking care of business, okay? And he has an amazing event coming up, Memorial Day weekend. I'm going to have him talk to you about the entire thing. I'm going to bring him to the show, introduce him, Mr. Ken James. When I tell you, it was an honor and pleasure meeting him in person and just getting the feeling of his amazing energy across the table. Like we hugged, this COVID, but we hugged. That's how deep this is. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? You got to love him. So anyway, let's welcome Mr. Ken James to the show. I'm going to have him tell you a little bit about himself, and I'm going to, welcome. Hold on. Let's get him on here. What's up, Mr. Ken James? How you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me, G. I appreciate it.
Definitely. How you feeling?
I'm feeling so good. I'm in the DFW. I came to Dallas on a mission, and I didn't even realize that this connection was a part of the bigger mission of One Hope, of Revelation. Just seeing what God is doing in this season is blowing my mind. So I feel humbled and honored at the opportunity to be on your show, but also humbled that God would choose vessels such as ourselves to use in this season. So it's been amazing.
Listen, it's so serious. You doing this interview in the car.
Uh,
it's it's a mobile affair. It's right. We gotta look. We gotta do it however we go do it and get it however we go get it. And listen, I'm just saying, if you gotta do it in the car, if you gotta, you know what I'm saying, pull over on the side of the road, make it happen. That's what kind of times we in. I just had this show this morning where that old theory of Nike is just do it. And that's kind of like the times we're in. If you're a visionary, if you have a plan, if there are things that you got to implement, you can't even talk about it a lot sometimes. You just got to do it. You know what I'm saying? And if you're like me, we're in them just do it kind of times. Do you feel like that?
Absolutely. I feel like that. I think a good portion of our lives, per what we've all seen, we've all been challenged in certain areas. And in those challenges, a lot of times we begin with fear. And that perpetual fear This allows us from doing what God wants us to do in the season he wants us to do it. But in this season, you got to dance with courage. You got to put on strength. You got to
Mm.
understand God's plan for your life. And don't be scared, because when he's with you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Right, right, exactly,
Absolutely.
exactly, exactly.
Absolutely. So I'm this thing. I feel like just do it. It's the slogan. I think it's spiritual. I think you gotta, in order to really maximize your spiritual understanding of things, you gotta move out in the natural. Meaning, God gives us a plan, but we a lot of times are intimidated by the plan where we don't take that first step. And so for me, that first step was God gave me a idea as far as revving up the entire country. And the idea, the name of the business or group is Rev Up Nation. And so
Yes.
with Rev Up Nation, I felt like with our young people at a time where they're clout chasing, with our older people, they're kind of bound by everything they went through in life. I believe that Rev Up Nation was designed by God's design to bring purpose back to the equation for our country. So to loose the older,
Mm.
regardless of what you're going through, it's time to achieve purpose. I don't care how old you are. For our younger folks, it's understanding your identity, your value, the fact that you just weren't here. You didn't battle through a billion sperm just to exist. No, you battled because God said, I got something on the earth for you to do today. And so that's
Right.
what Rev Up Nation, because Jesus revved up and got up years ago. At any time, any juncture can have the same rev up experience. And so that's the foundation of everything.
Let me ask you this, Ken. How much of this, like, if you was to break down a percentage to me, how much of it is courage?
Oh man, I'm not gonna lie to you. It seems like when God gives you a God dream, you don't have nothing but his word. Nothing but his word.
Mm, mm, mm,
Meaning
mm.
you might not necessarily have the resources, or is you might struggle. Here we go. You might struggle with understanding exactly what he's saying. But if you just stay encouraged and say, I heard from you, God, and I'm willing to respond, man, he will move heaven and earth to see his plan made manifest through your life. And
Wow,
so
wow.
you have to
And I
have,
just
although
I
God
asked
said it,
that because I
it
asked that because I just think somebody needed to hear that. We're in a generation in a time where it's so much happening. Of course, we're in a COVID society. We're in a, you know what I mean? It's all kind of stuff happening around us. And our lives have been pretty much flipped upside down in a different way, if you know what I mean. To the point where we all don't know
yes,
what's
absolutely.
what from one minute to the next. You know what I mean? So I asked that question about
Yeah, you're
courage
right.
because I just wanted to know, you know what I mean? Are
Right.
you in a stage where you trusting God for courage too? Like I'm in that stage. Like, you know what I mean? Uh-oh. I still see him, but
Absolutely. I think even though we are literally 8 days away from our event, even in being 8 days away from our event, every single day, let me see if, and here we go.
so guys, let
Here
me
we
let me
go.
tell
Can you
you
all
what
see me?
happens sometimes. There's a challenge with if we're if
Hey,
we're
can you all
using our
see me?
phones. Yeah, we can see you.
Here we go.
If we're using our phones for the interview and he has an event going on, it's probably blowing up back to back to back to back. and people not understanding that he's in the interview. So y'all forgive us, the technology and all that. It's a little tough. So, but go ahead. Okay, let's see if we can get him back on. Let me send him a message real quick. Hey, good morning, Kendal. How are you? Thank y'all for tuning in. We got Mr. Special Guest, Mr. Ken James in the building. This is amazing. He is powerful. He has an event coming up on the 29th. Today is the 20th. 9 days away, 8 days away, honestly, because he has a pre-event coming up for the babies, the kids. So let me tell him to jump back on. Okay. Okay, I see him. Okay, is that? Oh, no. Nope. Okay, jump back on. Here we go, Mr. Ken James. Let's add him to stream. Okay. Are you there? I hope he can hear me okay. So we got him, but I don't know what the reception is doing and things like that. Y'all hang tight. Please don't hang up or don't go nowhere. We go get this exclusive any means necessary. Sometimes the reception areas are bad. You know what I mean? Sometimes it could be, the Wi-Fi or anything, or it could be just as simple. Right now, he's in the middle of a huge event, so the phone could be ringing back to back, interrupting the call. So y'all just stay and hang tight. Let's see if we can get him. Can you hear me, Ken? And it looks like it's freezing too. I have really good reception here at the base, but I don't know what the reception is doing where he is. So y'all hang tight. Yep, he jumped out. I'm gonna get him back on here. Y'all look, bear with us this morning. We gonna get this story out about an upcoming event, and make sure whatever y'all do, go on to revupnation.com and check out the event that's going on in just 8 days, you guys. It's Memorial Day weekend. They got 3 events going on back to back that entire weekend. So, you know what I mean? Oh, here we go. We got Miss Freelander Brown posting the information. May 28th, One Love experience for all the youth to attend for free. He's waived the $35 youth fee. Sponsorship and donations are welcomed. And that's for Revved Up Nation. I don't see my guest back yet. Let's get him back on and see if we can get him back on. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's happening. Sorry, I gotta okay, let's see. This might be him again. Nope. He also has a team, and they're on the ground too, and we're trying to figure this technology out. So y'all bear with us. But yeah, she's posting information in here as well. I want to read it to you. Saturday, May 29th, 2021, One Hope Experience at Moody Gardens in Galveston, Texas. The tickets are found on revupnation.com, and the tickets cost between $35 and $100. It's a 3-day event. So if you want to attend any of the events, the children's event, and then the actual, I think there's a concert, and there will be vendors and things like that all there and available. Okay, let's see. All right, Mr. Ken.
I'm doing well, doing well. Can you?
All
I'm
right, we gonna try to let we ain't gonna let nothing stop us,
at
right?
all, at all.
I'm like, goodness. And see what happens is too with these live streams, say your phone is blowing up, which we know it is
Yeah, it
right
is.
now. The
It is.
calls are coming in back to back. It might interrupt you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
then people don't necessarily know you live. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. We're doing a live festival, so we have a lot of folks coming in, and so all those phone calls from vendors and our patrons that are coming. It's an exciting time in Rev Up Nation and One Hope World, and so I think before we got off, we were talking about courage, and
Yes,
the beautiful thing about it is a lot of times people always say that, okay, I can't be in fear because I have courage. No, fear needs to be in the room so it can validate your courage and your faith. And so every single day it's a battle. And I'm not going to lie, on this journey, there have been moments in the last 6 months where there have been days where I've won the battle with courage. And let's just be honest, there's been days where I haven't, to where it's like, oh my God, this is God, you gave this, how seems so impossible. But the thing is, you got to continue to stay in the fight. You got to continue to ride the wave. Like God is going to see you through. He never said it was going to be easy. But I
right.
think that if we can just maintain our hope, our faith that what God said and showed us will come to pass. If we wait on it, it will. And so,
That's
absolutely.
that's that's right. That's right. And for everybody that's watching, we want y'all to go to revupnation.com if you're interested in being a part of this amazing event. This, May 29th, which is Memorial Day weekend. There are three whole events going on with a kids event that's been waived. The fees have been waived for that event. Then we got the next day it's a what concert. Tell us about the next day. Tell us about the breakdown of events and things.
So just to give you an idea, guys, the One Hope experience was created because I began to understand that, when it comes to our cities all across the country, the greatest city initiatives isn't necessarily our economics or our educational policies. It's hope. People are in dire need of hope. And so what I want to preface is we've gone through COVID, we've gone through winter storms, in Galveston and Houston, the blood of our youth are still stained on our city streets. We got mothers that are crying even right now because their babies are no longer here. And so, in that type of situation and environment, the only thing that can speak to someone's spirit is this idea of having an audacity. Thank you, Barack Obama, to hope, to keep hope alive. And so that was the impetus behind what this festival is standing on. And so it's a 3-day festival. It's the One Love, One Hope, and One Life experience. The One Love experience is on Friday, May the 28th. We're featuring T Dash, Reggie Jams, D1 out of New Orleans. Be real, be righteous, be relevant. AJ McQueen, the water boy himself coming out of Houston. All of our artists were hand selected and prayed for because we wanted to make sure we made a generational impact that Friday with our youth. We want to provoke a love movement. And the reason I decided to make it free of charge is when you talk about a love movement, it's always going to start with an expression of giving.
Right.
And so I wanted to make sure our young people literally felt that in us giving them a free experience where we made sure it was revved up. And so the next day is actually our One Hope experience. We're featuring Kelly Price, Life Jennings, Marcus D. Wiley, D1, AJ McQueen, Liz Vaughn, Reggie Jams, T Dash, JaVale and the band, and our host is Mondrea Harmon, the poet, the orator coming out of Chicago to bring this all together for us. And so that's
Wow.
exciting. Even with that day, I wanted to make sure that everyone who wanted to attend could financially do so. So our tickets are going from $35 to $100, which is our VIP experience. And so with all
Wow.
those artists on the stage charging that amount, I just wanted to make sure that if we're talking about hope movement and love movement, everybody can come. And so our third day is the crawfish boil happening in Galveston, Texas on 8 Mile Road. We can have in the facility up to 5,000 people at one time. We're gonna have a main stage with Step Rito, Dominique Hammonds. We got DFW lights. 15 of the DFWO
Yes.
actually
I just
coming
met
in.
them.
Yes, they're
That group
dope.
is dope. That group is dope. I just met them and
Absolutely.
I'm interviewing them on this upcoming Monday. So it's
Yeah,
gonna be a frenzy. We're gonna be talking about, the event again for Memorial Day weekend. We're gonna be
yeah.
bringing all that up and talking to them also about their careers and what they've been doing and things like that. I just met them at a gospel lounge, bro, and it was
Wow.
lit. Do you hear me? I don't even
Wow.
say that. I don't even use that term. But when I tell you that gospel lounge was lit, I came in there
Wow.
like, hey,
I love it.
it was amazing. And I'm so glad that they were added to the agenda for, that event. And keep telling me about the crawfish. The crawfish,
So
where's the
so
crawfish?
so the crawfish is going to be the best crawfish literally in the Southwest Texas, which I think is some of the best crawfish in the world. And so I teamed up with Yuckum Crawfish, where we have a gentleman who is literally very, very popular and famous in that area for putting on great crawfish festivals. So the
Wow.
rationale behind the One Life experience on Sunday is bringing the family back together again, bringing our youth on Friday and our grown and sexy crowd on Saturday together to where we can do life. And I'm not just talking about African American and Black. I'm talking everybody, Black, white, brown, blue. I want everybody to come together for a family reunion. And so the thing is, we're going to have other vendors. Not everyone does crawfish. So we're going to have barbecue vendors and Asian
Right.
vendors, and it's literally gonna be a smorgasbord of food, of fun, of laughs. It's just gonna be the best experience, I think, of the season.
And guess what? I got an announcement to make.
Woo! I'm ready to hear it.
I got an announcement to make. We just the ink is now dry, or whatever you call it. The ink is on the dotted line now. The Queen G Live experience has just got added to the event as your
Yes,
special red carpet host for that weekend. And that's the kids
yes,
event. That's the grown and sexy. Listen, we gonna be there on location, getting those exclusives with the mic. You know what I'm saying?
yes, yes. I'm so excited about this because I tell you, it's an integration of everybody. When you talk about
Yes,
hope, the thing is, my hope is challenged when my neighbor to the right and to the left are challenged in theirs. So
right.
sometimes when our light is on, we got to be able to help people turn on the light. So when you have businesses and radio stations and TV and artists and actors saying we turning on the light come May the 28th through the 30th, oh man, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome.
Yes. And one thing about the red carpet experience, and we were talking about this last night.
Yes.
Not to bring y'all in our private meeting, but I gotta
Yeah.
give this aspect. We talked about how what I love about hosting those red carpets is that it gives everybody a feeling of feeling important,
Yes.
and it's just a grand moment.
Yes. It
And
is.
the whole we're used to the whole, red carpet at major Hollywood events, or you may see those in Hollywood and things like that. But honey, people don't know
Yeah.
nowadays, people are adding the red carpet experience to their events because it just adds a whole nother
Yes.
element.
Dimension. I
You know what I'm
agree.
saying?
I agree.
And guess what else? That part of and that portion of the event or whatever that kind of comes before everything gets kicked off, It sets
Yes,
the tone.
I agree. I agree.
It sets the tone. What kind of event we gonna have? If I'm out there looking lazy and slobbish and all this stuff,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? No, it ain't an option.
absolutely
I'm
right.
out there. What's up, y'all? This your girl Queen G. I'm on location. It's going down today. Like that's
Yeah,
my energy. So
yes. I
I
love
try
it.
to get I try to get a couple of days of sleep ahead of time so I can be really just ready to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm excited. I got to give a shout out. I'm so happy about this because you're the perfect personality to
Thank
do
you.
this. I want to
Thank
give
you
a
so
shout
much.
out to Blessed Beats radio station and also Power Influence Radio, where they're going to be on site too. We're going to rev this thing up. Shout out to you guys. And the thing is, the 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 perspective that I see this going is across the country, across the globe. So I want y'all to travel with me. I don't want this to just be Galveston, Texas, but when we
Hey.
go to Dallas and when we go to Shreveport, Louisiana, and Washington D.C., I want y'all to come with us.
Wow. Y'all heard it here. Listen, like I said, the ink is just now drying. Like we ain't even we just solidified this last night. We
Yeah,
just listen. But I was like, nah, I gotta get you on the show in the morning so
yeah,
we can go ahead and let the world know that this is
absolutely.
happening. We don't want to wait. And what do I call it, Ken? And you already know me on this. We have a pre-party
Yeah, we have a
before the
pre-party. Absolutely. All day, every day. And so I gotta say this. Yesterday, before we even met, we were on the phone, revved up. God was there, literally saying, "It's time to go. It's time to
let's
fly.
go.
It's time. It's just do it. Just do it. Just do it."
Just do it. We were
Yeah,
so hyped.
yeah,
We were
we were.
so hyped. Just the pre-meeting to the meeting. I was like, listen,
Yeah,
guys, one thing you're gonna learn about me is that we do the pre-meeting to the meeting. You understand?
yeah,
And we gotta get that energy revved up
yeah,
just so
yeah,
that when we
yeah.
come
Rev up,
together,
rev
you know
up.
what I'm saying?
I love it. I love it.
So
Absolutely.
I just absolutely I love your energy, Ken. I love your team. Hold up. Let's talk about that. Your team,
Shout out,
man.
shout out to Free Little. Free Little. I tell you, she came on 8 weeks ago. Killed the game. She literally was inspired by God to make
Mm,
moves that has
mm.
literally changed the trajectory of Rev Up Nation and One Hope. I take my hat off to her and I say that she has been not only loyal,
Yeah.
dynamic, yeah, I'm about
Let's
to
salute.
dynamic. But I tell you, she's been one heck of a friend and one heck of a family member. So moving from Free, you also have Wanna Hale, the creative director. Her and her husband Daryl came out to be with us yesterday, and she is literally a professional when it comes to making sure that this show will flow on the highest level possible. And so I
Oh
got to
my
give a shout
God.
out to
We
Ricky
had
Reeds.
so
Yeah,
many, me and your amazing business partner has so many synchronicities.
yes.
I was
Renee,
like,
Renee.
how in the world you gonna come together and you got the same middle name?
Yeah,
Okay. Both of our kids are authors. How you
yeah,
gonna come together and have that
yes,
reality? That's only God. There's no
yes,
way
God.
I can meet
One
this
hope.
other lady across the table and we got the same middle name.
Absolutely,
We even
absolutely.
pulled out our bro. Remember when we pulled out our IDs? We had to look
Yes.
and see what the
Spelled the
spelling
same
of the middle
way.
name was like.
Yeah, yeah. That was incredible. But it was another divine moment. And then to add to it, we had our music manager, our band leader come in town and talk to us. None other than Dre Sent. He came
Yes.
in and his energy, his love, his passion, his understanding of One Hope was literally at the table. And by the way, Dre, thank you for the groceries yesterday, brother.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate you,
Yes.
Dre. Thank you.
Thank
Uh,
you. He came in and made sure all of us our meal was covered. It was a blessing on that too. Look,
Yeah. It was.
everybody
It
was
was.
pitching in on tips for the server because you know what I'm saying. It's like he had
Yeah.
already just came and blessed the whole group of us. We didn't have to worry
Yeah.
about nothing. And I want to also thank my husband Eddie Bell
Yes.
for coming in
Yeah.
too.
He is the
Listen,
man. I tell you.
listen.
I gotta tell y'all, real recognize real. She has the realest husband, I tell you, ever. Just a very awesome man, a discerning guy, talented, very easy to talk to, and he's a supporter. He supports his wife.
Yep.
He supports
And
his
listen,
family. Yeah,
y'all, wait.
he's
I
so
love it
dope.
here. Look, I gotta tell everybody, I love it because I started ordering my husband's food because I was waiting on him to get there. He was like, "Get me such and such. Give me chicken strips. Give me fries. Give me this and that." And then Kim was over there like, "I want that too. If that's the man meal, I want that too." I said, "I can tell what kind of crew this gonna be, cause they crazy. Y'all crazy."
Oh man, I
We
felt
had
like
so
that
much
was my
fun.
brother. That was my
We had
brother.
so much fun. It was just like
Yeah.
I just don't understand how this amazing set of people can come together. And then I'm gonna call her our angel connector. We got to bring our
Yes.
connector up. I'm not gonna mention her name, but I just want to thank her. I want to thank her for putting this together. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yes.
And
Yes.
seeing it as a fit and a perfect fit of
Yeah.
what was needed at this moment to get this revupnation.com event done. Period.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Period.
saying?
Yes. I gotta give her a special shout out as well. Again, she is so phenomenal as far as her ability to annex relationships and network. She has an anointing and a gift that I believe is from God. And I just want to take this moment of pause to say thank you. Thank you for
Man,
fighting for us when we didn't realize people were fighting for us. Thank you for advocating for Rev Up and One Hope when we didn't even know you were doing it. So from me to you, I just want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And you know who you are. I
thank
appreciate
you,
it.
Angel. We want to
Thank you, Angel.
recognize you today and we want to uplift you and say, you know what I mean? Be encouraged and keep fighting and keep going because the miracle in this is that you didn't even know all the other sides and entities and different parts
Yeah.
that God was already strategically putting in place to make sure that, you know what I mean? We were
Yeah.
going to all come together and do our part to make sure this was successful. Period. Period.
Period.
Period.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. I also have to give a big shout out. She wasn't there. Her name is Yolanda. She has literally been incredible as our project coordinator. While we've been here, the only reason we've been able to come to Dallas is because Yolanda has been fighting for us in Houston in our absence. So I want to say thank you,
Wow.
Yolanda. And I want to say, if it's okay, Chevy and Slim in Alabama, thank you for the marketing. I want to say thank you to Jacob Williams III and what you did initially. Paul Corville, thank
Wow.
you, man. I appreciate it. I want to thank Patricia Moscato in El Paso, Texas. I also want to thank Annette McFarland and everybody that has been intricate in making this thing happen. You serve your purpose at each and every intersect, and I want to say thank you.
Everyone, I want to give a special shout out to all the people who have given special donations
Thank
of
you.
different kinds, all
Yes.
different volumes of different donations that have been given
Yeah.
to bless the vision. We want to
Yeah.
thank them too. You know who you are, silent
Thank you.
and upfront. You know, even cars were donated, right? Cars were donated.
We've
Um,
had so much. It's been an amazing outpour of a community that believes in their young people, that believes in the next generation, that believes that it's more than life is more than just surviving. that we got to get to a place to where we are thriving again. And so
Yes.
I just want to say thank you to the community of Galveston County and Harris County for your continued support. We still have needs. We still have things that we have to take care of. So if you want to be a sponsor, if you want to be a vendor, if you want to just be a donator, feel free to reach out to us as soon as possible. 915-275-7444. 915-275-7444. Also go to our website. You'll be able to go to the infographic and be able to link with us there as well. But we thank you guys so much. Moody Gardens, thank you as well.
Man, it's a lot. It's a lot. And it's kind of tough because you want to make sure you acknowledge, as many people as you can that are all putting their effort and energy into this. The parents, even of these children that are supporting their children. Guess what? I plan on bringing my kids.
That's what I'm talking about.
I was like, they got to come experience this too. You know what I mean? Like, so I can't wait. We're going to make it a little family, little weekend vacation, Memorial Day weekend, and just really come out and hang out with y'all and really, you know what I mean? Rev this up. RevUpNation.com. We gonna rev this up.
RevUpNation.com. Yes. It's time to rev up. It is time.
Yes.
I gotta thank the artists too. Kelly Price, thank you for believing in Rev Up Nation. Life Jennings, Liz Vaughn, Reggie James, T Dash, Marcus D. Wally, Dominique Hammond, Steph Rito, Mandrea Harmon, Javelle and the band. Oh man, I gotta love Jewel. Thank you. Sean Hunt, I appreciate you. And if I forgot about you, just know that I carry you guys right here. Thank y'all for bringing your gifts and talents and revving up the whole island. I appreciate it.
I want to read this one. We want to give a special thanks to all parties, awesome partnerships, party buses to transport our youth, vehicles to transport the artists, Burns Transportation Express in Galveston, Texas. We want to shout out those specific names and thank them for their participation in, transporting the youth as well. All important key elements to this event.
Sponsorships as well. Coastal Community Federal Credit Union. Thank you. We also have Chick-fil-A. Thank you, Chick-fil-A. We appreciate it. We love your spicy chicken deluxe sandwiches and your Polynesian sauce. We appreciate it. Clear Lake Nissan, thank you. And the host of others that have stood behind us, thank you as well.
Paul Morgan, we thank you. We still praying for you and your grandfather. We continued the mission. All artists who believed in Revved Up Nation by accepting the call. I'm just reading some of the comments in here. Coastal Community Federal Credit Union, we want to thank you in particular. We're calling out some names, so y'all forgive us. Give us a minute. We're just trying to acknowledge all the very important people that are putting their hands in and helping this to become a real thing and a real making the dream come alive, if you know what I mean. It's taken multiple levels of different people and things like that. So
there is, I didn't do this, y'all. I didn't do this before. I've waited on this interview because this is a really special moment. I gotta say this, and I don't want to announce this anywhere else right now, but on this live stream, because this is probably the most important part of it all. To my daughters, Trinity and Gianna, thank you for believing in your daddy. I appreciate it.
You go bring me the tears. Oh man.
You. Thank you. They told me to go walk into my purpose and don't come home until I finished what I started. And so to my 12-year-old daughter and 10-year-old, you mean the world to me. Thank you so much.
Yeah. What is making you choke up when you say that? What is making you feel that? Just explain that to me right now.
So when we took on this mission for One Hope, I went to Houston and I thought I would be there for a week, and I thought I would be able to go back home to El Paso and go back and forth. But the mission, the God dream that he gave, uh, had me in the city for the last 5 months. I hadn't been able to go to El Paso because it required that level of attention, that level of integrity and character and seeing it through. And so I haven't seen my daughters in that amount of time. And the moments that I wanted to give up, they said, Daddy, stay in the fight. Don't give up, Daddy. The world needs this. They need it. They need hope. And so the thing is, for me, that's the ultimate sacrifice, because my daughters, as a father, they're the sun in my shine. And so to not see them in 4 months and to be nearing the end of this experience, I think about their sacrifice and allowing their daddy to give something to, in my mind, is for the world. And so my heart, my everything just is so proud of my daughters and so thankful for them being able to see God through what he's given me. And I pray that it will ignite them to their purpose and to their destiny as well.
And the reason I asked you that is because I'm a mom's mom to my heart. And I
Yes.
just, when it comes to our babies and
Yeah.
things like that, they do make a lot of sacrifices when we have these kind of positions and
Yeah.
roles. We have to get up every day and do this. Like
Yeah.
my baby, they joke around the house because
Yeah.
they pick up my baby doll. It's a Queen G doll I have,
Yeah.
and it's ceramic, and it doesn't have my actual butt. We joke about it, like
Yes.
I keep it real, so y'all
I'm
forgive me.
with you. No, I love it.
Wait, let me show y'all. I gotta show y'all this doll because look, this is her backside. This is the real.
Wow. Oh, that is so cool.
So this is a doll that was created from a series called Faces of Rap Mothers, and it's a series I'm a part of. And we be around here, and they like, Mom, the braids are fake, Mom. Like they joking. And Mom, that ain't your butt. And I said, listen, what they don't understand is that not every mom has her own doll.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
That's good.
see, our kids' lifestyles, and your daughters, I'm sure, the
Yeah.
same. Their lifestyles are completely different because of what we do
Absolutely. I
every
agree.
single day and the sacrifices that we make and all of these things. So
I,
all they know is that it's something going on, but
yeah.
at the end of the day and at the beginning of the day, they just want to hold you just like any other
Yeah.
normal kid wants to do. And they want to love up on you and they want to spend time with you and things like that. So it's a lot of sacrifices that we make. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? We're going out traveling a lot and putting these
Yeah.
kind of things on schedule. You know what I
Yes.
mean? And we joke
Absolutely.
about this doll, but at the same time, they are
Yeah.
the ones that take the hit.
You're right. And you know what?
You know,
I gotta say this. Although I've experienced a divorce in 2011, I gotta honor the mother of my children as being a
yes,
heck of a woman. Georgina Reyes, thank you for being a great mother to our children, but also for supporting me in your own capacity. I appreciate you because you've had to be daddy and mama the last 4 months as I've been carrying this out. So thank you. I honor you today, Georgina Reyes. I appreciate it.
wow, that's amazing. So I know we get emotional on this
Yeah.
podcast, but
Yeah.
we want to, let you know this is not
This
this
is
is
real
not an
life.
easy
This is
thing.
real. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there are a lot of sacrifices, including, us having to deal with haters and people that don't necessarily believe in you and things like that. We
Yeah.
deal with that so bad. The higher the level, the higher the devils.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Agree.
saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We just came out of seasons where we've been challenged to become a love movement, regardless of haters, regardless of what was said. We knew that God had a greater plan, and being true to
Yes.
the mission, and literally we said it yesterday, sticking to the script.
Stick
Sticking
it
to
to
the
the
script.
script.
Yeah. Yeah.
In
Absolutely.
spite of,
In
how
spite
you
of.
know people feel about you.
Yes, exactly. Because really, it's all a part of your gumbo. It's all a part of
Exactly.
it's all a part of what makes you you and relevant. And so you needed all of that. And I think
Yeah.
that's a great thing to talk about. We talk about the good, but we didn't talk about the fact that we needed the bad too. We needed all of it, you know? Yeah.
So that when we came together on this level and actually came together, we knew that we would have to focus on the mission itself. You know what
Yes.
I mean?
Absolutely.
And come together as a entity to make sure that the mission itself got done, and that's it. That's it. That's the
That's
moment
it.
we're
Yes.
living for. The next,
Absolutely.
listen, Ken, I didn't know you before yesterday. First time laying eyes on you, but guess what? For the next 8 days, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. We
You got my
family.
undivided marketing attention.
Thank you. Oh man, that means the world to me. You just don't even know. You're one of them gems to where I knew what we needed. I didn't know where it was gonna come from, but I didn't
Right.
realize that you were the diamond in the rough. And the thing
Wow.
is, yeah, you were there. You were there. And so the crazy thing about it is this is so true because your last season, you experienced that immense pressure, that immense pain, and he was forming the diamond that we needed. It was you. Thank you. Thank you.
Right. And
Thank
and
you.
and the thing is, I'm a willing vessel now for what God's purpose and plan is. And when I tell you every aspect since we come together, I'm praying on the way. I'm praying as we, come together. I'm praying
Yeah.
after the fact. Like it's like every step has required prayer because I know that there are principality forces as
Yeah.
well that are spiritual that try to come down on you too, that you
Yeah.
got to be aware of as you're stepping toward that mission. Already this morning, just before I even came on to interview you, all kind of hell broke loose right before this. I was like, now
Yeah.
that's spiritual. We don't wrestle against flesh and
Flesh and
blood.
blood.
We wrestle against
Yeah.
principalities and things that are, demonic forces that we have to also, tread on and step on their
100%.
ugly head, and you know what I mean?
You speaking
We
right.
gotta pray our way through.
Yes, we do. And you know what? It's crazy because if this was just a concert, I would say okay. But we are literally provoking a love movement,
Yes,
of hope across the country. And so if you turn that word love around, it's the word evil. So you're going to be faced with evil situations and love, but we got to always remember love always
conquered.
wins.
Yes.
It conquers. And so
Mm-hmm.
I think Martin Luther King taught us that with the civil rights movement, with the civil disobedience, being able to love regardless of how we were treated. I think that is inherent within our DNA, this innate ability to love, agape
Yes.
love. You told me yesterday, you said, I love my husband with agape love. Like I thought, man, that love that doesn't require any returns, that
No.
love that is infinity and beyond. And what I'm saying is for Galveston and Houston, Rev Up Nation loves y'all to infinity and beyond with agape love. We're not looking for returns. We're trying to give y'all something, man.
Give
And
it.
so,
Yes.
yeah, absolutely.
And then hope being one of the big focuses because a lot of us we really just need to have a moment of being free, not to worry about nothing for a couple hours.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You
Absolutely.
know, just to come together and just have a great feeling of something for a little bit.
Absolutely. You're so right. Oh man, you're so
You
right.
know,
You so when we were with DFW Lights, we literally came to Dallas. I want to say maybe 4 days ago. I felt like I needed to get to Dallas. Didn't quite know why. 2 days after that, I had our executive assistant slash business consultant free. She said, "Ken, you got to get to Dallas," and we didn't know why, but we decided to go and take the trip. And then on the way to the trip, an hour in, we heard from DFW Lights, and so we set aside a dinner with them that evening. And while we were
yes,
with them at dinner, we didn't realize it, but we have the last 6 months, we've been in a fight. We've been in a fight. And so sometimes when you're in a fight, you can get tired and weary. And so DFW Light, salute to you guys. They prayed over us. They covered us. We got strength. We got joy. We got more courage. And so shout out to them for allowing God to use them to bring us to
yes.
a place where we needed to be to see this thing completely through.
Right, right, right. Wow. And we listen, we do need to pray, for one another and also encourage each other through these processes. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
I
Your
agree.
your
It's important.
your business partner is so beautiful. She knows of my recent condition of epilepsy and the things that I've been suffering because we had a private conversation about that. And she was like, "Bro, it's all right. Just get your notebook and write your memory notes down and whatever you got to do." It's like her spirit is so amazing, free. I mean,
Free.
and
Yeah.
just for her to encourage me through that, it's like, man, that's so dope.
Yeah.
Don't nobody know the challenges I've faced since having about 16, 17 seizures since November. Don't nobody
Wow,
really
man.
know of the challenges. You understand mentally you're dealing with it.
Yeah.
I'm having memory issues and it's a lot of stuff cognitively. I'm always been a sharp cookie. But when
Yeah.
you have that many, you know what I'm saying?
Issue. See?
And
And you
you really
still
don't know what's
moving.
going on yet because
Yeah.
you ain't seen the neurologist yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I understand. I do. I
And it's a
understand
lot of
within
challenges.
limits.
So
Yeah.
when me talking to her, it's like she didn't make me feel bad about it. It's like she encouraged me through it. Like, okay, sister, don't worry about nothing. Just get
Yeah.
your notebook, write your notes down. It's
Yeah.
okay. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Exactly. That's what it
So I
is.
just
That, yes. She's been like that the whole experience, all of One Hope. The thing is, when she came onto the team, I got to talk about it. My mother, Deborah Taylor, San Antonio, Texas, literally, we talked on the phone before Free came on. She said, "Ken, you know who would be an incredible addition to Rev Up and One Hope?" She said, "Free Little." She said, "Free Little
wow.
carries something she don't even know what she carried." And so I 100% agree. My mother was that to me as well. When this whole One Hope idea came in Rev Up Nation, my mother told me, she said, "Son, it's time to get to your purpose. It's time. I know what you've gone through.
Get to it.
It's
Mm.
time to get to it." My dad, Donald W. James, go get to it, son. And so my brothers, my sisters, it's been a village that said, "Ken, it's time to go get to it. It's time to go eat. It's time to go do what God told you to do." And so, man, but yeah, Free Little, I tell you, she's been a great key in that. Yolanda, English, like the language, has been a great addition to it. It's been amazing. It's been
Oh
good.
wow. And I just love it. And you have some great people around you. And I just want you to know, Ken, I know we're just meeting, but I
Yeah.
want you to know I am very proud of you
Thank you.
for sticking to the vision and you know what I'm saying, and carrying this thing out because I know it is not easy.
Yeah. Yeah. I appreciate that more than you know. But again, when you have the first person to purchase a ticket for One Hope, she was a mother, and 10 months prior to us announcing it, her son died by a drunk driver. He was
Mm.
killed. And when we talked to her on the phone, she said, Ken, when we saw the One Hope experience, we were at our wits' end as a family. My son is literally going through psychotherapy because of what happened. My husband is having a tough time working, and I'm having a tough time surviving. And so when you hear stories like that, all the way from Nebraska, coming to your event saying we need hope, then there's not a devil in hell that's going to stop what the plan of God is
Right.
for that individual, for our region, for the young, for the parents that are still crying for their sons and their daughters, for a community that's been fixing pipes even right now. We are not stopping, regardless of what we had to go through. We are willing to go through it for you.
Right, right, right. And I want to
Absolutely.
read this information again. We just put it up on the screen. RevUpNation.com is the website that you can purchase tickets on or make donations. You can reach out to them through the website, RevUpNation.com. Also, there are 3 epic events going on. One Love on Friday, May 28th, 2021.
Free
One
event.
Love, yes, Saturday, May 29th. That's a grown and sexy event, concert, things like that. Also, One Love Sunday, May 30th, the Crawfish Music Festival,
Yeah.
all in Galvin, Texas, the weekend of Memorial Day. So listen, you don't want to miss these events. If you anywhere in Texas, you need to find your way there too. You know
Yes.
what I mean? If you can drive, get there. Period.
Yes. Yeah. We got folks coming from Florida. We got folks coming from California. I got folks coming from Virginia and Maryland, and even as far as Washington State. And so the good thing about it is, it's not just, it's crazy. It's just not about Galveston and Houston. Like the whole world is like, we need hope. And we hear you. Let's do it. Let's go. One Hope
Yes.
experience. Yeah.
And like I said, even if it's just for 3 days of not having no drama, experiencing love, coming out around people that you know never met before necessarily, but you networking with them and you
Yeah.
meet new people, and even if it's just to keep the kids off the street for that one day and keep them safe, like it's all worth it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know it's a lot of headaches because I'm an event planner. You get it? I know from that aspect some of the real deal that takes place, but what happens when the event comes about? It's like, okay,
Yeah.
well done. You know what I'm saying? We did this.
It happened.
We
It
did
happened.
this.
Yeah. I
So,
totally agree. I agree. I'm all about getting to a place of completion with this, to where our artists are good, our patrons are great. They're edified, encouraged. The partnerships that we have we'll be able to have for future events because they love their experience. And so it's a holistic completion that I'm looking to get to. Speaking of which, the United Way, we partner with them for Special Olympics in Texas. We partner with them as
wow.
well. So we U.S. Vets, we partner with them. Hi, Kyra, out at U.S. Vets. So this is like inclusion is the next revolution, where you include everybody, regardless of what your organization is. Everybody coming together,
Yep.
and that's what hope looks like. It looks like this, and it looks like this.
Well, listen, Ken. Listen, it has been my honor and pleasure having you on today's podcast and show, and just be encouraged, bro.
Thank
Like,
you.
now
Thank
you
you.
my bro. Listen,
Yeah.
I ain't
Appreciate
shaking
that.
you.
I'm in good company.
I'm gonna be hitting that messenger thing on the group chat with all of us and screaming at you for the next 8 days. but
Bring it.
but we got something to do, and that's just it. Like,
Yeah.
that's all I'm concerned about. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
That's all I'm concerned about. That's all Eddie Bell, my husband, is concerned about.
Yes.
Let's
Yeah.
make this successful. And all we can do is do our part and extra. Don't just do your part, do extra too. Go
Yeah.
outside the box. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? To
Yeah.
get behind this and support it. Go outside of the box because hope is a universal message.
Yes,
It's
it
a
is.
universal message. Not
You're right.
it's not a me thing. It's a universal message for the whole world.
You're right about
So,
that. Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying?
You're
I'm in
100%
total
right.
100% agreement about that.
Thank you so much. That means the world to me. That means the world to our team. We thank you for being a part of this One Hope family. Eddie Bell, my God, dynamic man. I was so impressed again, and we look forward to him coming and your kids. And let's go ahead and turn Galveston and Houston, Texas, and bring it to a place of hope, faith, and love to where we can get back to doing community again.
Yes, yes, definitely. Is there any final words that you would like to say before we get off of this live?
Absolutely. Y'all, the last 7 months, the last year, we've been waiting for the light at the end of the tunnel. We've been waiting to figure out when things are going to get back to normal. And I just want to tell you that the new normal is looking within and turning on the light. And I promise you, if you come to this event, and if you're having a tough time turning on the light, that person to that left or to that right of you is going to help you turn it on. And when we turn on our light together, we literally set a city on fire to where we
Yes.
hope that that wildfire goes across our country and across our globe. So I pray to see you. We're excited about it. Thank you so much for the invitation of being here. RevUpNation.com /tickets. You can see every ticket. Remember that Friday event is a love movement in and of itself. It's a free event. Saturday, we'll see Life and Kelly and everybody else. And then Sunday, we'll come together for a big old family reunion. But guys, let's turn on the light. One hope. God bless you guys.
God bless you. Thank you so much for joining me on today's live. And like I said, I'm here. You got my support 100%.
Thank you.
And just stay encouraged. You know, keep up the good work, and it will be successful.
It
Period.
will. It will. Thank you. Thank you so much. Means the world to me. Thanks again. God bless you guys.
Peace.
Peace.
Wasn't he amazing, guys? That is Ken James. Look him up on social media. Also, look up the website, revupnation.com. That is REVUP Nation.com. Come together again. It's not too late to get your tickets for the One Love Festival. One in Hope Movement Festival for Memorial Day weekend. And listen, guys, keep watching, keep tuning in. Thank you for everyone who shared, posted, liked, especially for today's show in particular. And let's keep pushing the message of hope to the world, okay? All right, this is your girl, Queen G of Queen G Live Experience. I'll see y'all next time, okay? Peace.